Jess asked you such an interesting question about Job. He told me, was Job wise? But that's such a subtle question because the whole premise behind the book of Job is that, well, how do you know that you're in the favor of the gods? You have many sons and daughters, and your flocks flourish, and I do the sacrifice, I'm good to the men at the gate. And then, of course, it all collapsed. The raiders comes in, the house, the whirlwind takes down the house, and the friends say, Job, you have no wisdom. How do we know? It all collapsed.
I have a different interpretation of the book of Job. I think the book of Job is there because of an axial confrontation with a Bronze Age idea, the just world hypothesis, that the world is intrinsically just and runs as just machinery. And it doesn't. Right? Because Auschwitz. This is the question we have been asking since the axial revolution. How do we know when somebody knows? And I'm not trying to do epistemology here, okay? But what we've said is, well, what we do is we come up with ecologies of practices for reducing self-deception, and that's what the scientific methods, there isn't a single scientific method. The scientific methods are this, and we've figured out certain kinds of argumentation, certain dialogical relations, reduce the chance of self-deception, increase the chance that none of these are foolproof, they're all error-prone, but we can constantly work to make them more self-improving.
How will we measure the good on the other side of this shift? Just like Job's friends were measuring it before the shift, and Job is enacting the shift. And if we're in the middle of the shift, if we are in fact in that shift, what will the good look like?
After the shift?
Yes.
This is like, sorry, I'm hesitating because the dauntingness of the philosophical question you're posing. Like, you're asking, like, how do we, what's our sort of ultimate standards by which we evaluate if something is good or bad? The theology of the axial age is fundamentally different from the theology of the Bronze Age.
Yes.
You look at the Egyptian theology and you look at Platonic theology.
And you're arguing that the new theologies are also going to pass through a similar transformation.
That's right. And you can't know, I can't tell you how it's going to be better until we're there. It's like I can't tell you what it's going to be like to be a parent until I've had a child.
Because even the definition of better will change.
Yes?
Yes.
I think we're in agreement then.
Yes.
And I'm worried that we're leaving you out. It's okay.